Hey, hockey fans, how's everybody doing? We're just going to review some scores quick from today's games, and then we'll do picks for Friday's games. Started off with Boston taking care of the Rangers. Boston looked really good. Surprised me a bit, but they won that game 4-0. We got that one wrong. Pittsburgh took care of Buffalo 5-2. We got that one wrong. Islanders win number 7. They beat the Devils 5-3. Philadelphia looked like they were going to make a bit of a comeback and put it into extra time. And then Washington got along almost the length of the ice, empty netter. And they won that game 5-3. We got that one wrong. Carolina as well, win number 7. So Carolina and the Islanders both 7 wins now. But they beat Nashville 5-1. We got that one right. Florida over Columbus in overtime 5-4. We got that one right. Toronto edged over Winnipeg in overtime 4-3. We got that one wrong. And then a surprise, again, Detroit beating Tampa 6-4. I mean, I mentioned in another video, Detroit's kind of happy to have Larkin back. And, I mean, he looked great. I watched a bit of that game, and I'm pretty sure he got a goal. And anyway, he looked really good. Chicago beat Dallas 4-2. We got that one right. And then Calgary over Montreal 2-1. We got that one right. So the best bet was Carolina. The record goes to 10-5. We got that one right. Overall bets 5-5. So that pushes the record to 68-52. And the parlay, we had Calgary, Florida, and the Islanders. And that's the second parlay in a row that we got correct now. So that's awesome. And now we'll get on to picks for Friday. Friday, we've got Vegas taking on the St. Louis Blues. St. Louis is 5-3-2. 2 overtime decisions. Binnington is listed in net for St. Louis against Vegas at 6-4-0 in their last 10. Current 2-game losing streak. Oscar Danks is listed in net for Vegas. They're in first, 33 points in the Honda West. St. Louis sitting in second with 32 points. The Knights just played a 2-game set with Minnesota. They lost both games 2-0 and 4-3. The Blues lost their last game to San Jose in an overtime decision 3-2. Teams have only played once in late January, and the Blues won that game 5-4. Marc-Andre Fleury is out for Vegas. And I'm going to look to Tarasenko here to have a good game, get some points, hand Vegas their third straight loss, and move into first place in this Honda West division. That's going to be my pick, St. Louis to beat Vegas. Second game, Arizona against the Minnesota Wild. Minnesota 7-2-1 with a current 2-game winning streak. Kappa Kokkonen is listed in net for Minnesota. Arizona Coyotes are 5-4-1 in their last 10 with an overtime decision. Antti Ranta is still listed in net for Arizona. They're in 6th with 28 points in the Honda West. Minnesota in 3rd with 31 points. Tight division, only 5 points between first place and 6th place in this Honda West division. The Coyotes lost a tough game to Colorado, 2-1 in overtime, and the Wild won 4-3 against Vegas in their last game. This is a first of 3 straight in a row between these two, and so far a game apiece. Both earlier this month. The first one was a Minnesota win 5-1, and the second one an Arizona win 5-2. Kemper is still out for the Coyotes. Other than that, they're pretty healthy. Minnesota has a couple guys out, nothing too serious. I think Kemper is the biggest factor in this decision, but I look to Minnesota here to win the game. Minnesota is going to be my pick to beat Arizona. Ottawa against Edmonton. Edmonton 7-3-0 with a current 3-game winning streak. Mike Smith listed in net for Edmonton. Ottawa 5-5-0, current 2-game losing streak. Matt Murray listed in net for Ottawa. They're in 7th, last place with 19 points in the Scotia North. Edmonton sitting in 3rd with 34 points. Teams have played against each other on Wednesday, and Oilers won that game 7-1. The Oilers seem to have Ottawa's number. I mean, they played 6 times. Edmonton has won every single game, and they've outscored them 28-13. The Senators definitely have some weakness in their front lines due to injuries. And, I mean, Draisaitl's playing so well. I think he got 5 points in that last game. McDavid's playing well. It looks like they've totally gotten over that, whatever that little hiccup was with Toronto. And I'm going to take Edmonton again to win this game and go to number 4 in their streak. Edmonton to beat Ottawa will be my pick. Next game, we got the LA Kings against Colorado. Colorado 5-4-1 in their last 10. Current 1-game winning streak. Grubauer is listed in net for Colorado. The Kings are 5-2-3 in their last 10. Current 1-game winning streak. Troy Grosenick is listed in net for the Kings. They're in 5th with 28 points in the Honda West. Colorado in 4th with 30 points. The Kings' last game was a 5-1 win over Anaheim, and the Avalanche, they last played Arizona and won 2-1 in overtime. A game apiece in this series. They haven't played each other since January. Avalanche have quite a few guys out with injuries right now, but so does LA, and LA's got some real big problems when it comes to goaltending right now, and I think Colorado's going to take advantage of that. Colorado should win this game as well. I'm going to pick Colorado to win and beat the LA Kings. Last game, San Jose Sharks against Anaheim Ducks. The Ducks are 2-5-3 with a current one-game losing streak. San Jose, they're 4-4-2 with a current one-game winning streak. San Jose Sharks are 8th last place with 21 points in the Honda West. The Ducks are in 7th with 22 points. The Sharks pulled off an overtime win over the Blues 3-2, and the Ducks last lost the Kings 5-1. The Sharks lead the season series 2-1, all 3 games decided by 1 goal. And I do look, this should be a fairly tight game as well, but the Ducks are beat up really bad right now, and the Sharks are definitely a healthier team. And I mean, these two teams are in the bottom of their division, but I do see San Jose winning this game. That's going to be my pick. The Sharks over the Ducks, Colorado over LA, Edmonton over Ottawa, Minnesota to beat Arizona, and St. Louis to beat Vegas. For my best bet, I'm going to go the San Jose Sharks. We're kind of reaching the halfway point of the season with this short season, and I think it was a year ago today, roughly. I think it was a year ago today when COVID hit, or was declared, the national pandemic that it is. So a lot of crazy shit going on. Anyway, small slate of games, so I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to go Minnesota money line. I'm going to go under 5.5 on that game. I'm going to go Edmonton money line, and then I'm going to go the Vegas Blues over 5.5. I'm going to parlay those. And I think one of the comments I had was someone asked about how much I bet, and that varies. It totally depends how I feel about games. But for this parlay, just so you know, I'm the Minnesota Wild. I'm doing 15 at 1.6. Under is another 15 at 1.8. Over the Blues in Vegas game is 15 at 1.83. Edmonton is 15 at 1.42. And then when you parlay them together, you get 7.55, which I'm going to put 50 on that. So I'm going to put $110 at risk with the hopes of winning $477.73. And we'll see what happens. Hope everyone has a great Friday, the end of the week. Good luck with your picks. Thanks for watching, and talk soon.